Welcome to Tri-Cities Profile. I'm your host, Kimberly Macleod, here at the Evergreen Cultural Center. Joining me right now is Helen Daniels, who is the Executive Director of ArtsConnect. Thank you so much for joining me today.
It's great to be here.
So tell me a little bit more about ArtsConnect for those who have absolutely no idea what it is that you do.
Well, ArtsConnect is the arts council that serves the Tri-Cities. That's Coquitlam, Port Moody, Anmore, and Belcarra. And basically we promote arts and culture in our local community and try to create awareness about the many activities that are happening so that people can benefit from the experience of arts and culture.
Yeah, there's so much art happening in our community. I think that goes by unnoticed sometimes because we just don't know about it.
That's right. So what we try to do is through our website and through the local newspapers, create awareness of the events of our various community of our member groups and individuals, so that people can get a better sense of what's happening here. So it's a matter of looking for the information, but it's available on our website, artsconnect.ca. is a good source for people to look.
It's about connecting though too, right? Connecting people to like-minded, other like-minded individuals in the community and bringing that spirit out by talking with other people. Mm-hmm. Now you were talking about a group that you've formed.
Yes, our artist circle.
Right.
It brings together artists. A lot of time artists work in isolation, right? And so we bring them together usually about once a month in a very informal setting, different locations. And it's really to share information with them about how they can get their work out on display, and also those that are having exhibitions can let others know about it. And so it's sort of a mentoring group in a way, and we have both resident artists that have lived here for a long time and others that are newcomers. Some are new immigrants that want to find a way to get involved in the arts community. So that's part of our tagline really, is connecting people through the arts. So that's, we really live that.
Right. Now, how does one get involved in something like that? What do they need to do?
Well, they just need to join ArtsConnect. It's just available on our website under About Us. They'll see the forms that they could just send in and join, and then they would get our monthly e-newsletter and just really be more connected with the arts community and what's happening that way.
But you don't need to be an artist. You don't need to be a sculptor or anything like that. You can just be someone who's passionate about arts or wants to meet new people. That's
right. If they're interested in attending events as audience, we need audience. We need people to look at the art and experience the talent that's here, through plays, dance, and the different ways like that. So certainly anybody that wants to get more involved, or even if they like to organize things. We're always looking for volunteers that can either help at events that we're involved with, or we can direct them where they can volunteer with other arts groups. But also we look for people that are passionate about the arts and want to help behind the scenes to help us with organizing the events, so they could join one of our committees.
Right. Now you recently did a summit, and this is your first one.
That's right.
Congratulations. It was a success.
It was.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the purpose of it? And
we were very pleased with how it turned out. It was our first one. We were sort of inspired by similar events in Vancouver, but wanted to do something more locally based. And really it was about bringing people together. I mean, it's fine to have our website and people can get information there, but we really need to get people together once in a while. And this was the first time we'd done it in this kind of a format. So it was a day-long event, and we had Christopher Gaze, who's the artistic director of Bard on the Beach, was our keynote speaker, and he really helped get the audience jazzed up and excited about the rest of the day. And so we had a series of workshops during the day, interactive, so that we're seeking people's ideas and ways that we can collaborate. Different people in the group could collaborate, that we're attending, could collaborate on future projects. So there was a really good buzz, a really good feel of energy about it, and to the point where it's certainly been recommended that we do it again next year. So that's always a good indicator.
Tell me some of the comments that people were saying afterwards.
Well, that they had met people that they had maybe heard about before, but they hadn't ever met them face to face. And just being able to talk to people that have different perspectives. So artists could talk with, there was a developer at one table, and so they could engage with people that they hadn't before, and share their perspective. Mm-hmm. So, for example, the developer may at some point want to have public art in his building, and he's now met a local artist that maybe could play a role in that.
So networking was a big part of the day.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now also with Coquitlam was involved a little bit. Can you tell me more about that?
That's right. It was Fred Hulbert had who's with the Coquitlam First Nation, had an exhibition on here at Evergreen, and so we invited him to be on our artist panel. It was for them. We had a range of artists working in different media to talk about what it's like to be an artist in the Tri-Cities, what are the challenges and the successes. And we were also pleased to invite him to give a blessing for our event, since we were on Coquitlam land.
Right, so that was an important part of the day.
And he was very happy to be a part of it.
So Helen, for those of us that missed out, like myself, how would we get to know more about what happened at the summit?
Well, we've taken some notes, gathered the notes from the various sessions, and we're going to be summarizing them and putting all the highlights on our website.
Perfect.
Along with images. We had a couple of artists sketching during the day, and so we'll have some of their imagery as well.
So just because you weren't able to make the summit, you can still be a part of it and see it on the website. So is that already on the website or coming soon?
It'll be coming soon.
Perfect. So can you tell me a little bit more about what's coming up for ArtsConnect in the next couple months?
Well, one thing that we're involved with is Pechakucha. We've already held a few of them, and we'll be doing another one early in the spring. And that's a chance for people that are creative, have a passion for a specific area or something that inspires them, so they can come and talk about it and show 20 slides for 20 seconds each. So each presenter is up for about 6.5 minutes up on stage with a live audience, sharing something that is important to them. Right. And for us as ArtsConnect, it's a really great, because it's easier for us to come in contact with artists because we do certain events like Art Walk and so on, and some musicians. But this is helping us engage with a whole other spectrum of people in the community. For example, filmmakers, and just in a wide variety of areas. Yeah, it's been something that is growing here. We've done 4 in the past year, and we will continue to do them. We encourage people to come forward if they would like to present. It's always a good idea to come to one first, though, so they really get an idea of what it's all about.
Definitely. Now, people from the community are involved in the actual show. So again, it's something that you're passionate about. You don't necessarily have to be an artist. You can be just a passionate person.
That's right.
Showing the process of what it is like to the creative process.
That's right. And one of our presenters was somebody that is very hooked on human-powered travel. So he has gone paddling in the Arctic and so on. And so he also happens to be a photographer, so he had some pretty amazing images. Wow. So that was, again, he was sharing his passion for travel. We've had a whole variety of people, and they're not all artists, they're not all creative people. It's just, we like there to be some sort of creative slant to it, and it's there's a fine line. It's meant to showcase what they're passionate about. It's not really meant to be about self-promotion, though. So it's more sharing of ideas than somebody trying to promote just themselves.
Right, so now we can find out times, dates, all that kind of stuff for Pechakucha on your website again, which is
ArtsConnect.ca.
Perfect. And people want to learn a little bit more, can they contact you, or?
Absolutely. They could email us at info@artsconnect.ca.
Perfect.
Or phone 604-931-8255.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I had a great time talking to you and learning more about ArtsConnect.
Likewise. Hope to see you at some of our events.
Definitely. That's awesome. Thank you. We'll be right back.